NDFP 10-point proposal for a concise agreement for an immediate peace. Since 2005, the National Democratic Front of the Philippines, or NDFP, has proposed to the Government of the Philippines, or GPH, a concise agreement to end the civil war and achieve just peace immediately, whoever the sitting regime may be. The civil war ends and the just peace begins as soon as the GRP co-signs this 10-point concise but comprehensive peace agreement with the NDFP. Alliance and truce become the modus vivendi of the GPH and the NDFP. The 10 points of the peace agreement of the NDFP are as follows. First point, unite the Filipino people through a broad alliance of patriotic and progressive forces and a clean and honest coalition government for genuine national independence and democracy against any foreign domination or control and against subservience. Second point, empower the toiling masses of workers and peasants by respecting their democratic rights and providing for their significant representation in organs of the coalition government and for assistance to the organizations, programs, and projects of the toiling masses. Third point, uphold economic sovereignty, carry out Filipino-owned national industrialization and land reform, and oppose imperialist plunder and bureaucratic and military corruption in order to develop the national economy. The foreign debt, and reduce the appropriations for the military and other armed organizations of the GPH in order to provide adequate resources and savings for economic development, improvement of the means of livelihood, the alleviation of poverty, the realization of gender equality, promotion of children's rights and welfare, and healthy environment. Fifth point, promote and support a patriotic, scientific, and pro-people culture through the educational system, mass media, and mass organizations. Cherish the cultural heritage of the Filipino nation and all the ethno-linguistic communities in the country. Sixth point, recognize the right to self-determination and autonomy of national minorities. Ensure proportionate representation in organs of the coalition government and institutions, and provide for affirmative action to countervail long-running discrimination and wrongs. Seventh point, investigate and try government officials who are liable for treason, corruption, and human rights violations. Eighth point, carry out a truly independent foreign policy for a world peace and economic development. Oppose imperialist acts of plunder and foreign aggression and intervention, and prevent the basing and stationing of foreign troops and weapons of mass destruction in the country. Ninth point, maintain normal trade and diplomatic relations with all countries and develop the closest of relations with other ASEAN countries, China, South and North Korea, Japan, and Russia, emphasizing equable exchange of goods, acquiring goods for industrialization, and guaranteeing energy supply. 10th and last point, inaugurate a truce between the warring forces of the GPH and NDFP for the purpose of alliance and other constructive purposes as stated earlier. Plunderers, and brutal violators of human rights are opposed to the 10 points. The civil war between the GPH and the NDFP shall cease and the just peace shall ensue within the very day that the GRP and the NDFP co-sign the proposed concise agreement for an immediate just peace. NDFP 10-point proposal for a concise agreement for an immediate peace.